Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
It's like a fresh canvas whenever we get together with her, because you never know what is going to be painted in terms of connecting with the other side and more. So we're going to get it right in here. Shannon Dee Sees Things joins us again today. How's it going in your world?
It has been an amazing week of readings. This week we focused on a lot of predictions that have come true. I have had more people get back to me this week with things that have happened, things that came true. I went to dinner last night with two of my favorite people, and one of them said, I think it was so amazing that you texted me out of the blue and were like, why am I seeing Mary Jane's? Why am I hearing Mary Jane's? What is Mary Jane? And she texts me back a picture of Mary Jane's shoes. She goes, because I just bought them. Wow. So I'm like, really? I can't read your mind. I don't know why that just happened. But apparently someone in her world approved of them. So yeah, it was crazy. I had some huge predictions for people. I had one gal who I told her she's going to take a new education realm, which is going to benefit so many people, especially mom and babies. And I said, listen, I don't know how it's going to work, whether it's a grant or something, but I want you to look for repetitive numbers. And I also want you to look for that tuition break. It's going to happen for August. And she just sent me back a message. She said, she goes, all of a sudden, she said, when I got the email this week, it dawned on me. She said the tuition for this class was $7,777 is what it is now. She said it was $11,111, and she goes, and they just dropped it down to $7,777. So there was her huge unexpected tuition break, and so she got that in time.
Crazy.
And it's due in August. Yeah.
And repetitive numbers too.
Yes. I mean, in one thing. Yeah. So I just am so in love with how awesome, because this new part of the year is all about building, and people are going to start seeing relationship building and positive rebuilding and getting their finances in order and getting great relationships, because the beginning was really tough. And now we're going into a new thing. And I keep hearing that over and over with people.
Oh, sounds exciting. Bring it on. Let's go.
Awesome.
Let's go to Donna. Hey, Donna, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Beautiful. Now, I want to say that you guys have never spoken before. You know nothing about each other. This is it. This is a clean slate. So let's see what's going on. Donna, say hi to Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. Nice to meet you.
You too, Donna. So do you want me to see who's around you, or do you have specific questions? Okay.
I have a lot of people on the other side. So whoever you want to bring in, or whoever's here, that would be great.
Okay. I feel a female and a male. They must be related, like a father and his mother. Like it would be like your dad and a grandmother. Do you have anything that resonates like that?
Yes, my dad has crossed, and I have a grandmother. A lot of females crossed too.
Would it be his mother?
He would be with a mother. My
okay. Okay. Do you remember her?
Yes.
Okay. So they are both like jokingly. Was your dad, could he sometimes be kind of funny, or was it more your grandmother? I almost feel it's more your grandmother. They're kind of like pushing each other out of the way, like jokingly, like, no, I'm first. No, I'm first. And they're doing it very funny to me.
Yeah, I could totally see that. My father was like that.
Yeah.
It might be my aunt that always comes through with my father, and she's like that. That's her personality. They would around like that.
Okay. And did she play cards?
Yes.
I'm seeing playing cards. So that resonates with you? Okay.
100% at all the parties. Yep.
Okay. Are you seeing, do you see the Queen of Diamonds often? Because that's what she sends you. She said you're a queen of diamonds because you were a diamond in her life. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna, if you haven't been noticing it already, you're gonna start seeing the Queen of Diamonds. So you'll be watching TV and they'll lay a hand on the table, and I guarantee you there's gonna be a Queen of Diamonds there. Okay,
That's
and you're gonna,
awesome.
yeah, you're gonna drive by stores, and instead of it being the typical, in the window, maybe it's a poker club or something, and it's typically the hearts. Yours is gonna be the
Uh-huh.
Queen of Diamonds, because they're
Great.
sending their love to you. Um,
Aw.
yeah, she really adores you. Absolutely adores you. And your grandmother is also with him. I feel like there's a whole crowd. It almost seems
Yes.
like a little cheering section at a little league game, like they just took up the whole box and it's just for them.
Yep.
You've got a lot
Yes.
of people. I mean, I'm not used to this many all at once. It's like a herd of people. So
100% true.
yeah, there's a lot of people here. I wish we had the time to go through each and every one of them to see what they have to say. Um, I'm hearing something like Uncle Hal, Uncle Sal, there's an uncle that's shouting out from the back. They're calling out to say hi to him, or he's there, but I feel like they're doing a shout out to an uncle with a short name. Like he might
Okay.
have a long name like Salvatore, but they call him Sal. Does that resonate with you?
I don't have a Salvatore. I don't have a Sal.
Do you have any name that's a short name for an uncle?
Oh God. Uncle Joe. Joe.
Yep. Okay. Yep. A short name. Because usually, like when they give me 3 letters, it's a 3-letter name. Is Joe still
Mhm.
alive, or is he the one that's cheering from the back with the pennant?
Joe is my dad.
Okay. So did he have a brother?
Yes.
Is that brother still alive?
No.
Okay. So he's acknowledging that that's who's with him. Is Joe's wife, I mean, is your dad's brother's wife still alive?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
No. I don't.
Um,
I don't think so. I don't
okay.
really see him. I don't really see him. He passed a long time ago. I don't really see the family.
Okay. They're all acknowledging that they're here, so it's almost like a roll call. They're calling out names and pointing at each other, so I can see who
Okay.
is related. So now this makes sense. And usually, like if his name was a 4-letter name, I would hear like Paul or something. But the fact that I heard a 3-letter name, that's Joe would be exactly.
Yeah.
So your dad is
Yep.
calling out, and he's pointing to his other brother. He's like, they're all here.
Yes.
They're talking about climbing trees when they were kids, and putting holes in his right. Somebody in your family is going to know this story. They were climbing a tree. I think it was your dad, not his brother, but his brother always took the blame. Your dad was climbing a tree and put a hole in the front of his right knee. And yeah, he says he got a paddling for that. He's using the word paddling. So, and
Oh,
it's not a
that's
bad thing, and
interesting.
she's acknowledging this. She could sew. It wasn't like her big thing in life, your dad's mom, but she could sew, and she showed me like one of those little patches, and your dad was so embarrassed he had to wear that. But ask your mom or someone, and they're going to verify
Okay.
the story. Your
Okay.
dad and your mom, were they still together when they left? Because your dad is still saying, it doesn't matter what happened, I still love the woman. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Did they have a break? Or was there some kind of
Interesting.
rift, like things weren't quite right?
Right. The year before he passed, they separated, but
Mhm.
they got along terrific in that year.
And so it makes sense to you that he says it doesn't matter what happened, I still love the girl.
Yep.
She needs to hear that. She needs to hear that
Yes.
because she
Yes.
said she didn't know how to grieve. She felt like a fraud when she was grieving. Like, do I grieve? I'm not really his wife, but I am. She really struggled with that. And she got a lot of criticism from people that were supposed to be her friends. They're not her friends. She needs to extricate them from her life, because really all they do is call her and whine and bring her energy down. So she needs to just bring herself to a new place. Did she just move to a condo, or did you? Who just moved to the new place?
Oh, interesting. She's in a condo, but she has to move in a few months. She doesn't know where to go, and she doesn't know what's going to happen. So that's like a big question I have for her. She doesn't know where she's moving. She doesn't know what's going to happen. She's in a condo now, like a 55 and over development kind of place.
Yep,
But
and
she doesn't know.
yep, it's not a good fit for her. She
Yeah.
likes it, but financially and everything else, it wasn't what she
Right.
wanted. She
Right.
thought it was, but it wasn't, and it's being a financial drain. Is that correct?
Very correct. Yes.
And it's aging her before her time. Your mom's got a lot of daggone spunk in her, and you're going to
Yes.
see it come back. She kind of has lost her spunk being in there because she's
Yes.
become like the rest of the sheep that are living in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Tell her, for the love of God, stay away from those communities. They're for a lot of people, and some of them are fantastic and they are lively and they've got a lot of things going on. I know in Jersey, there's a place called the Azalea. They've got tons of things awesome going on, but a lot of them are just kind of warehouses with, and they're appropriate for the people that want to be there because they've got a lot of cool things going on, but they're appropriate for people that are ready for that time in their life. Your mom
Right.
is not
Do you see
ready.
where she's going? Do you see where she's
Um,
going? Where she should look?
uh,
She doesn't know what to do, where to
is
go.
she on the Eastern Seaboard?
Yes.
She's a beach lady, ain't she?
Yeah. We're by the beach. We're by the water in New York.
Yeah, she's gonna be, I keep hearing she's gonna be near the water. And her apartment's gonna have a view of the water. Tell her don't be worrying about hurricanes and all that. Stop worrying about it. I keep hearing west side, and I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen magically for her. And she's going to be able to see the water. I don't really know the geography of New York, so hopefully there's some water there. But it's going to happen for her. Tell her, this is terrible to say, keep watching the obituaries, because someone's going to pass, and somehow this is going to come into her hands, the right place for her.
So watch obituary. Okay. So let me ask you this. Do you see her moving in with me, or do you see her moving into her own place?
Her own place close to you. Not
Okay.
on top of you. Not on top of you. Don't even dream about it being in the same building or on the same block, but it's going to be close enough that you can love each other and help each other, but far enough that you can have your space. And I'm hearing community center. Your dad keeps saying community center. You're going to have to go with her, because she went to get her to start going, because he keeps saying just get her into the bingo at the community center. And I'm hearing a name like Gladys. She's going to meet a new girlfriend there who's going to get her dragged into all kinds of things. And I keep hearing Broadway, and I'm seeing the Beast from Broadway and the Beast. So she's going to start doing Broadway shows like off tickets and stuff.
She used to love that.
Gladys, yeah, this lady, don't take me by her name is Gladys. It's just the energy of the lady that I feel. This lady is going to know how to do all the shows and everything else at bargain basement prices. And she knows all the ins and outs of New York. So your mom is not going to be spending wildly, but she's going to be spending well.
How will she be able to afford this? These are all specific questions that she's asked me.
This,
like, where's the money going to come from for this?
This is just like what I said at the top of the show, where I said to the lady, you're going to get a tuition break, whether it be a grant or something else. It's just going to come to you. This apartment is going to come at a really crazy low price because there's going to be something weird or quirky about it, whether somebody was murdered in it or something. Don't worry about that. There's not going to be any ghosts. No one's going to haunt you. Nothing terrible. There's going to be something weird and quirky about it. Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. It's the first time, like, have your mom get a realtor and tell her, I don't care if somebody was murdered. I don't care if there was a mass murder. I don't care if Son of Sam lived there. Get my mom an apartment that she can afford. And because you need to get this across to them, because a lot of realtors are fearful of showing people bad energy apartments. I will personally come up free of charge and sage the apartment for you if your mom is worried about the energy. Because I'm telling you, I already see this is a high energy apartment and your mom's going to meet this friend and she's got to go to this community center. I just know that it's going to be a weird thing that this apartment is going to suddenly become available and there's going to be something about it that's a quirk. And for some reason, I keep seeing a body bag, which makes me think that there was a murder or a death in the apartment. But there's also
Okay.
something really quirky about, I don't know if it's the pipes or the way a door opens into the bathroom, like it's like hopefully your mom, isn't too much of a girth, because there's something about a weird door in the apartment. Like the bathroom is in a corner or something really weird that somehow turns people off. Oh my gosh, don't let it turn your mom off, because the price
Okay.
is perfect. She's going to get the apartment for less. And then on top of that, that's what's going to afford her, because this woman that she's supposed to meet is going to make your mom feel like she's 25 again.
Wow.
So
Oh, that's so great.
It's
I had such goosebumps, and Steve knows when I get the goosebumps on my arms and legs,
Yes,
it is
me
the
too. I
real
have them too.
deal. Yes. And that's because you're an intuitive.
this
You
this is
know
going to
it,
be
girl.
Thelma and Louise
I
Yes.
know. That's what I'm
Yes. Yes. So
2024.
Steve will give you my number, and you keep in touch with me, and I'm not going to charge you, because my mom was a geriatric nurse for 21 years at our local county home. And my mom's
okay.
battling Alzheimer's right now. And we've been doing the whole thing about trying to figure out where to put her. And the jackals are all
Right.
on, as if we all have, $6,000 a month to blow, which, okay.
Right.
Yeah, you had to put a
Yeah.
stopper in that. Mom will live with me. And I
Right.
just feel like your aunt keeps saying to me, and tell me if this sounds correct. She's whispering in my ear, and she's saying that your dad, she's like, and she's putting her hand up to my ear, and she's saying, Joe's not going to ask, but he really wants to protect her. Can you do that for me? Can you make sure she gets in the right place, and that she does this? Does that sound like that? Like Joe's not one to ask other people for help?
Yeah, that's true.
Because your aunt is jumping in and is whispering in my ear.
That's my mom's sister. That's my mom's
Yes.
sister.
And so your mom's sister is making sure that I do something I rarely do, these days, is give out my number and say, hey, I'll drive to New York. But every time I do something like this, something amazing happens for me back in the universe. But I have a heart for your mom, and I want to make sure she gets in the right place. So keep in touch with me the whole way through, because
Do you see the month that she's moving in? That she's going to find it, like the month?
I know a lot of crazy, awesome things are happening in July. I think it's going to happen at the end of August, right around Memorial Day.
Or you mean
That's
Labor Day?
Labor Day. Golly, I always
I get them confused too.
You would think that after 20 years in the military, I wouldn't get it wrong, but I think it's going to be right around Labor Day, that it's going to be like, and you're going to be racing around to get documents and things that you need. And you're going to think you're not going to make it. You're going to make it. You're going to be fine.
Wow.
And
Like
so I think the move will happen in October. But I think that the deal and stuff are gonna happen at the end of August. So you might start finding something in July. And I'm telling you, Donna, this thing's gonna come out of nowhere. And
wow.
what about the karma of the apartment? Because your dad and your mom's aunt, oh, the love.
That's my mom's sister. My mom's
Yes,
sister.
their sister. I'm sorry. I keep saying your aunt.
Yeah.
The love that they have for your mom is absolutely off the charts. Your aunt is waving a stuffed teddy bear in the air.
Uh-huh.
Does that resonate with your mom? Did she have one when they were kids? Did they share it? Did one have it?
I could ask.
Yeah, ask her that,
ask.
because she's showing me that stuffed teddy bear, and I have a feeling your mom's going to see a stuffed teddy bear. And it looks old fashioned. I think she's going to end up seeing that in the apartment that she's supposed to have. But every time she sees an old fashioned teddy bear, especially if it has a tattered ribbon around its neck, that is coming from her sister. So they are really her. Oh, I'm telling you, Donna, I could sit with you for 3 hours with all the people that you have in your cheering box. You have so many loved ones who are watching out over you, watching over your mom, your family. You've got it in spades, girl. We will have to talk. We will have to talk. And I do want you to stay in touch with me because I really
before we run out of time, we're going to pivot in a different direction. Donna, a couple of days ago, when she said she wanted to be on with us, said that her boyfriend lost his wallet and he can't find it. I know this is
still didn't find it, right?
Yeah, listening, that's so funny.
Yeah. So, if you're
Was
getting
the wallet
anything,
brown versus black?
Yes.
oh, he's right there. I didn't even know he was there. Oh,
Yeah.
He's right here. That's what I just said.
Yep. Hand him the phone.
Okay, he's got it. He's right here. He's
right here. Hi there.
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry, your name was your first name?
My name is Scott.
Okay. You usually carry your wallet in your back right pocket versus your back left?
No, my front left pocket.
Oh, you know what? That's why they were saying left. Okay, so it's your front left. It's a brown fold wallet, but man, you keep a lot of papers in there, don't you? Little slips and things. You try to thin it out, but then it gets a little over full and then you thin it out. Is it some kind of new kind of wallet?
The newer.
No. It's an older one that has it's an older one that I never used. And when my other wallet fell apart, I started using this one.
Was this one in a gift box?
Yes.
Okay. And was the gift box white with a little bit of either tan, like really light tan or gold on it?
Gold, yes.
Yes. Okay. Now that I see it, I'm going to tell you this. You went somewhere. Did you go to a store that was on a corner and it was super busy, like maybe a coffee store or a corner store, and it was super busy?
Probably. I do that all the time.
Okay. What day did you notice it went missing? I'm hearing Wednesday.
It was May 29th, whatever day that is.
Okay. Don't have a calendar.
May 29th was Wednesday.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good.
So we know that this is true. Okay.
We have literally a minute.
Okay. It is I'm hearing the word bodega, and I'm hearing it's a place that you do you go to a street like 20th and Elm or anything like that, like a number street up against a regular name street? It's at that bodega. I'm hearing the word bodega. And you
Okay,
don't usually go in there. Go back and track. Go look at your social media. See where you were on May 29th. I see it as the places around it are brown. The door is opening in the corner, and there may not be any cash in it, but somebody did turn it in. And the gentleman is very nice. He is from the northeast of India, and he is holding the wallet for you.
Wow.
Have Donna contact me, but that's where the wallet's at. It's underneath.
That's great direction. That's so specific.
But maybe it was a deli that has a Spanish flavor to it or something like that. So maybe not a traditional bodega, but something related to that. Or
yeah, I feel like it was like a store, and he went in real quick to grab a couple things because he was in a hurry that day. Like, it's the holiday weekend, I got to grab a couple things, and it's not the normal place. He's familiar with the place, but not the normal place that Scott goes to. But he'll know it when he sees it. And I'm going to ask Joe to literally trip him or get the car if he's in a taxi in an accident. Not that you're going to get hurt, but have something happen, because when you go past this place, it's going to click your brain like, I remember going into that place, and it's going to trip your brain. Yeah. So you'll call me, and maybe I'll open up and you'll tell me where you live, and I'll be able to pinpoint where, because I've done that with missing dogs and people and
Crazy.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
like
wow.
Shannon GPS.
I
Scott
love
and
that.
Donna, thank you so much, and we'll connect you guys. Okay.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Dad. This is great. My mom's going to be so excited.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Stay in touch, and definitely stay in touch until I find your wallet.
For
Because
sure.
I'm sure there's more. When I'm pressed for time, it makes it a little hard.
All right.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
a lot.
for your time.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was crazy.
That was crazy, but see how
That's
crazy,
how it works.
see how awesome the energy has been this week? It's like
Yeah.
off the charts.
How do we find you? We are out of time. Somebody wants a reading to connect. What did we do?
Go to Facebook and just look for Shannon Dee Sees Things, DEE Sees Things. You can always call and book 215-680-7693. Self-scheduling is coming. So we're just going to have a one-page thing where people can just go on, and it's just going to have our, you can go on and self-schedule and do everything. So that's going to be coming. And I'm thinking about taking my birthright name, which is Gabriel. So a lot of people associate with Angel Gabriel. So might be doing that. So a lot of good things are coming.
Woo, thank you for today. Amazing. I'd like to dissect it and go back over, but we're out of time. So we'll catch up next time. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Great to see you all. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.